almost feel like I want to stand up. Hello? Anybody here? I am live. I guess I'm live. Let me see if I can comment. Everyone, we are live. Everyone. Oopsie. Give a few moments. Everyone loves pizza. Everyone. Why Facebook is doing this? Okay. I will tag that later. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Hey, happy Friday, 14th of June, 2024. My name is Salla. Welcome to Heartled Live. And Friday meditation, I felt guided to do this. I haven't been here, but I am here again. Those ones who are joining me live, say hi. I might even see your comments. Those ones who are watching replay, write replay so I can see that, oh, there you are. And join you in the presence. Thank you for being here. Thank you for taking this time and feeling calling to do a meditation with me, with Heartled, yoga community, or maybe just happen to be here. Maybe you were just sitting down on a Facebook and kind of joining this live. Stay with me. I want to talk to you a little bit about the meditation bar, the presence of the meditation in life, not long, quite short, and then I want to guide you through a short meditation for presence and peace, inner peace. But before we do that, I invite you to, and me also, to take a moment to put your hand on your heart. You can close your eyes. You can say to yourself, I am here, I am present, and I see myself in this moment, and I'm taking this time for myself. And this time for myself right now might change the way I talk, way I walk today. And when you inhale that presence within yourself, take a moment and take it through your breath into your heart. Let your heart expand. And with the exhale, let that go. And you can take another breath in through your nose. This is our beginning meditation now. Exhaling, bring it into the heart. Let it soften your shoulders, your belly. Root down your feet. One more time on your own, inhaling. And then exhaling. Letting it come and letting it go. I want to welcome all of you who are here, who are somehow watching this replay or live with me. My invitation for today, for us all, is to tune into the presence. And how I came into this was basically two ways. One was through the yoga. I was just talking with my partner yesterday that I have kind of three big turning points in my life. I'm going to share this quickly. The first one was my trip to India when I was 26, and I shaved my hair, and I spent 3 months there traveling. I was very afraid to go all the way there. There was no really Facebook, so I wrote monthly emails to my family and friends, and I don't know how my mom said yes to that trip, but that changed me. And what happened afterwards was like a snowball effect a little bit towards 4 years later that I made a Camino walk in north of Spain, and I walked through the Spain from one side to another until there was nowhere to walk anymore by the ocean, and that also started something self discovery in my life, and really changed my relationships, and it took yoga into my life. Without these 2 trips, I don't think I would have been in yoga. I don't know. So maybe you have also something like this in your life, something that have been kind of taking you where you are now in your life, that you have a spiritual practice, you have something to turn into when the world keeps turning in a different ways. Now my partner just came. Just gonna see if he knows that I'm live, so don't walk in. World being characterized by distractions, just like you're witnessing me now. Hi, yeah. Okay, he knows. Distractions, for example, that comes from outside. We are constantly in a very fast-paced world, and basically moving forward is very much the pace of the world, like to move forward, to evolve, to grow, which I love too. And the modern world can sometimes put us into the mode of kind of scrolling through, like going through the feed quickly to reset our minds, when actually that will just overstimulate our minds and give us a totally different kind of effects that our yogic mind and body and spirit would be asking us to do. And the yoga, what is saying is yoga is now, yoga is in this moment. Yoga is when we become present, and when we realize whatever there is within us is present in this moment. And it's in that breath, in that moment of breathing, this moment, like the breath is always present. And it might be that some of the daily responsibilities will take us into the loop of being a little bit overwhelmed by different inputs, responsibilities, different stimulations from the outside. And I realized, for example, in myself that sometimes when I needed my moment, I would pick up the phone and I would scroll through my Facebook, which is, in some level, we all do, and without any judgment to that. And witnessing myself in that moment, like, well, actually, my yogic spirit is inviting me to close my eyes and take those stimulations out from this moment and just connect, for example, so simple thing than the breath. But then the drive was to kind of see what's going on in there, who has been posting something interesting, how I have been interacting, has anybody seen my posts, and something very like also human connections. We look for that connection maybe from social media, and I totally love social media for that, so that it brings the connection with the people in a life. But in that moment I was like, okay, yoga, let's do the other one. And I took away the phone and I closed my eyes and I was like, okay, take this moment. And that moment changed the way the day unfolded afterwards. Like that moment was the little minor 2-finger adjustment for me to feel, for example, connected with the people and the events afterwards. So just to recognize if you have something similar. I hope I'm not alone in this. So if you are connecting to that, let me know. We can regain that sense of peace, because what I believe and what yoga has been teaching me since before even I started to do yoga, and I believe for you too, is that the peace is always inside. We just kind of look for it sometimes from outside, but the inner peace is inside. And it might sometimes feel a little bit, I would say, boring to realize, like, there it is. It's like, it's so simple to turn into that inner peace, but the mind wants to make it sometimes more complicated and more like hard to reach, or you need to gain something, you need to do something effective to really feel that peace again. But actually it's just a realization. That's what I believe. The yoga and the inner peace, which is basically connection within. It might be that there is difficulty to focus or maintain focus on one thing, for example, into the breath. How many times you have started the meditation, but it's like, no, it's not going to work today. It's like, something happened, or I don't feel like it. And in those moments, knowing that this is very human, this is something that happens. And this is part of the practice too. It's not that the practice is failing in those moments. It's just like witnessing that, like, okay, wow, that was really quick input to get out from the meditation, which is maybe the way the mind turns quickly and wants us to get out from stillness. And by witnessing, by being aware of that moment, we can stretch a little bit time frames. Like, okay, I see you, bye. I just want to stay here for a little while longer. Do you do that? Let me know. Being in the present moment. Being in the present moment also helps any feeling of anxiety, any feeling of feeling the stress or worry in life. Basically, worrisome thinking is always something in the past or something in the future, right? So, like, just becoming a present is like, okay, I feel, for example, anxiety right now, or I feel this worry in my head, in my heart. And acknowledging that feeling, that's what we do in the alchemist community. Also, like, really being open and willing to look at those things that are awakening strong feelings and reactions within us, from the place of love, from the place of like, okay, I see you, I hear you. What do you need from me now? For example, asking from the feeling, what do you need? And this is something that I was talking in this month in our alchemist community, like becoming mindful in our communication within ourselves and with others, learning really to go through, for example, steps towards understanding ourselves deeply and connecting to our inner wisdom deeply, and in the moments of turbulence, because sometimes in the moments of turbulence it's easier to go into the worrisome mode and into that lack of connection, rather than taking the connection and taking the time to ask, for example, certain questions from yourself to regain peace and regain clarity. And that's why I believe alchemist practice is a strong practice. Yoga off the mat is something that can change our life completely. At least that's what it has been for me. My life has changed very, radically when yoga stepped off the mat. and there are some like inner belief systems that has been like really cracking, and then like breaking down and reforming and just changing, and that has changed the way I think, feel and act and behave in life. And it's not just that it has happened once, it keeps on happening in life, and that's the beauty of the practice too. Like we get to be in the presence of yoga every day and again and again. It's like, it's okay if you did it once, can you do it again? Or to be open to do it again. And sometimes like we might put timelines to the yoga practices, like, yeah, I've been doing this for 10 years, 15 years, 25 years, who knows, many years, or I've been doing this just for 2 months, or I'm a beginner, advanced, what is that? And I don't really believe in those timelines, because I truly believe that we are called in to do yoga in this moment. And for example, some of the graduates know from It's Yoga and in Bodhi the one line that every day I wake up I'm a beginner again, and that's the beauty of the practice. Like, it doesn't matter how many years we've been doing it, can we do it again from that space of, okay, I am open, what happens today? What else I wanted to say? The yoga of the mat can help the emotional stability when we move through different growth processes and might feel something cracking open and all that. It also can wake up emotions and kind of moving through those ups and downs of emotions. Definitely as a female human being, I do recognize the wave of emotions in my monthly cycle. Maybe you can recognize that in yourself too, that there is this kind of high peak, and then there is this kind of more stagnant energy that also takes the weight a little bit down. And just by understanding, becoming aware of those natural cycles of energy, for example in the human female body, we can allow those waves to come in and go. We can allow that movement to take us, and also honor those different kind of moments in a month. And it can build up that resilience to maneuver, those times that might be a little bit more hectic, or times that are a little bit more packed. Like, sometimes I feel like life is more packed with things, and then other times there is more kind of flexibility and more spaciousness to take time and to really journal, meditate and all that. So let me know if that resonates. Do you feel also that there are different moments in life, and how do you maneuver those moments? And when we have that inner resilience, when we build up that muscle to move through those waves, like we become the surfers of our own life, like we become the surfers of our energetic selves, we can really gain info about what's working for us, and then kind of adjust our life according to that, and not the other way around. Often the physical kind of fatigue and tension is noticed when we are releasing it. Have you noticed that? That when you come out from the yoga class, like, it's like, oh my God, I feel so different. Or like you come out from that long walk, or you come out from that walk in the nature, or you come out from that changing your, the thing in the flowers. Now I can't remember English word for multa. Like you do something that you really relaxes your mind. So it's like, yeah, now I realized I was so tense. And we build up sometimes that tension, but we can also release it quite quickly, and that's what I believe, and that's what yoga on the mat, for example, practice is great, because it moves us, it breathes us, it takes us to different angles and in a different forms, and it really is a great way to regain that kind of softness, to feel that self-presence within us. So I wanted to talk to you about this kind of thing. These kind of things are really important to me. This is something that I love to share. Sometimes I share more, other times I kind of practice more, and maybe lately it's been more about practicing. Jane can't stay long as I'm on the airport, so we'll catch up later too. Beautiful. Jane is our new alchemist. I was thinking if I can now, let me see. Bear with me. I wanted to do a share screen, but now with Facebook, I'm not sure anymore. It disappeared. Well, I will do a little video and I'll share it with you about the Alchemist study platform that we have. The Alchemist will remain open now for monthly. That's what I wanted to do. I'm not gonna I don't know what's the word, push the invitations too much here, but I do want you heart-led people here in this group to be aware that you can always step in, you can come for a month, you can stay for longer, and it's a beautiful community. Also, we do have beautiful masterclasses there. I wanted to share it with you, but now I don't know how to do it. But the other thing that I wanted to say is that I will be guiding 2 online yoga classes this month, and the other one will be the Finnish or Northern Midnight Summer Festival Saturday, so Saturday 22, 9 o'clock in the morning. If you feel like that will be 11 o'clock in Finland. If you are in your summer cottages, you have time, come and catch up and practice rocket with me. And I will guide 1 hour rocket for all levels. You will love rocket. It's amazing practice when you move, when you breathe. I will give you different kind of options to each poses, and I will be there for you. So come and join me. The other practice that I want to share is in the end of the month, 30th of June. That will be Sunday at 5. So in Finland it's 7 o'clock in the evening, and that will be yin yoga. So these 2 practices, very much yin yang energy. The other one is that's driven, moving forward, visiting poses, and the other one is stillness, quietness, turning in, taking the energy inside, and really taking that yin aspects in life. So come for the both, or come for one. Let me know about that. But that's my talk today, and now I will start to meditate with you. Thank you for taking this time to catch up. I invite you to stand tall in this meditation and put your feet on the floor. You can have this kind of power stance and place one palm to your chest and the other palm to your belly or diaphragm, and take a moment to close your eyes and really feel in that energy of the ground. Feel it rooting your roots deep down to the ground, and at the same time allowing the energy to rise up through the ground to your feet, to your whole being, just like the trees are taking the energy from the gravity and from the Mother Earth. And you can start to notice that breath inside of you. When you breathe in, breathe towards the hand that is under your heart, that is on your diaphragm or belly. And when you breathe in, you expand diaphragm and the belly. You breathe through your nose or mouth. And when you exhale, send it up to your heart and really soothing that exhale, taking it through the heart to the shoulders, so the breath travels up. And again, inhaling, just expansion, stretching out that diaphragm, getting it bigger, opening the midsection and the belly. And then exhaling, you can visualize the umbrella closing and lifting up towards your heart. And go ahead, take one more on your own. And you can keep your eyes closed, coming into this moment. Feeling the presence through your feet. You can visualize earth turning towards you and holding your feet. Like really, almost like covering your feet with the presence of the earth. And as you are getting closer and closer to that earth energy, start to feel the peace rising. And I invite you to stay very still, standing in that presence and power. You might notice the feeling of soft opening, soft release of any tension in shoulders, neck, face. I invite you to say these words with me. I am here. I am present. I feel myself. I hear myself. And I see myself. Go ahead in your mind, say those words again. Allow all the outside noises to be exactly as they are. And then I invite you to release the hand from your heart and let your heart feel. Take your attention to the heart. In this meditation, your heart will be leading you. What to leave behind you, what to take with you. Notice any sensations of temperature, and then very slowly release the other hand too. Let your hands just hang there in by the side of the body. You can keep your eyes closed still for a little while more. As you're slowly coming out from the meditation, you can give yourself thanks, like really thanking yourself, giving yourself some self-care, touch. And if you feel like journaling, journal anything that rises up from to your mind from your heart. Maybe it's something that is totally unexpected. Maybe it's something that has been behind the heart a little bit. Journal, open the mind through that connection with the heart. And if you want to share something, feel free. This is a practice safe container, practice group, and you can share in this group. But those one who are feeling the calling to come into the Alchemist group, let me know, and I would love to talk about it with you. Send me a message. Okay. Have a beautiful Friday. I hope to see you next week Saturday in a rocket class, and at the end of the month in a yin class. Namaste. Thank you for being here. Thank you.